Welcome to a new video. Today's topic: how to read facial expressions and body language. You might be wondering, why should I care about this? Well, it's all about understanding the unspoken words, the silent language that plays out on faces and bodies. It's about learning to decipher the subtle cues, the fleeting expressions, the guarded posture. It's about gaining insight into people's thoughts and feelings, and making informed decisions based on that knowledge. So why is being able to read anyone so important? Let's find out in the next scene. Understanding people goes beyond words. It's about interpreting the unspoken language of facial expressions and body language. Imagine being able to unlock a secret code, a code that enables you to understand people better, make more informed decisions, and enhance your communication skills. Well, it's not as elusive as it may seem. It's the ability to read people. The importance of this skill cannot be overstated. Consider this. When you can read people, you're not just hearing words, you're observing, interpreting, and understanding what lies beneath. You're seeing the truth that might be hidden behind a poker face or a forced smile. This ability can be a game changer in both your personal and professional life. In a business setting, for example, being able to read your colleagues, clients, or boss can help you navigate complex dynamics, negotiate better, and foster stronger relationships. You can understand their needs, motivations, and concerns, often before they even voice them. In personal relationships, this skill can help you connect on a deeper level. You can sense when a loved one is holding back their worries, or when a friend needs a shoulder to lean on, even if they don't say a word. You're able to respond in a way that shows empathy and understanding. At its core, the ability to read people is about enhancing communication. It's about knowing when to listen, when to speak, and how to respond. It's about building bridges of understanding. Now that we understand why it's important, let's discuss how to actually read these expressions and body language. Scene script. Human faces are incredibly expressive, and they convey a multitude of emotions. Let's start with happiness. It's one of the easiest to recognize. Eyes light up, corners of the mouth turn upward. There's a certain glow that's hard to miss. On the other hand, sadness paints a different picture. Eyes lose their sparkle, the face droops, and the corners of the mouth turn downward. Now, anger and disgust may seem similar, but there are subtle differences. Anger is often marked by narrowed eyes, flared nostrils, and clenched jaws. Disgust, however, is characterized by a wrinkled nose, a raised upper lip, and often a sense of repulsion visible in the eyes. Surprise and fear also share similarities but are distinct. Surprise is brief and commonly shown by wide eyes and a dropped jaw. Fear tends to linger, with widened eyes, tension in the forehead, and sometimes a slight opening of the mouth, as if gasping for breath. Each emotion has its own unique signature, a combination of facial movements and expressions that tell a story. But remember, context is key. It's not just about recognizing these expressions, but understanding the situation in which they occur. So, keep practicing, observing, and decoding. With time and patience, you will become adept at reading these subtle cues and understanding the emotions behind them. Mastering the art of reading facial expressions is half the battle. Now let's move on to understanding body language. Our bodies speak volumes even when our lips remain sealed. Diving into the world of body language, it becomes evident that our postures, gestures, and even the physical distance between people can reveal a lot about what's going on beneath the surface. Let's start with posture. A person standing tall with shoulders back and head held high usually conveys confidence and assertiveness. On the other hand, slumped shoulders or a lowered head may suggest discomfort, insecurity, or perhaps even sadness. Moving on to gestures, these can be as varied as the individuals making them. However, some common threads can be found. For instance, crossed arms often suggest defensiveness or resistance, while open palms can signal honesty and openness. Touching the face or neck can indicate nervousness, while frequent hand gestures might suggest passion or excitement about the topic at hand. Now let's talk about the physical distance between people. This is also known as proxemics, and it can be a powerful signifier of relationships and emotions. Someone who stands close to you might feel comfortable and connected, whereas a person maintaining a larger distance might be signaling discomfort or formality. However, it's essential to remember that these interpretations are not set in stone. Cultural differences can greatly influence how body language is interpreted. For instance, maintaining eye contact is seen as a sign of trustworthiness in many Western cultures. But in some Asian cultures, it might be considered rude or aggressive. Similarly, personal space varies from culture to culture. So, while standing close to someone might be seen as friendly in some cultures, it might be seen as intrusive in others. In conclusion, reading body language is a nuanced art that requires not only an understanding of these common signs but also a sensitivity to the individual and cultural contexts. It's about observing, understanding, and empathizing, rather than jumping to conclusions. With these skills, you'll be well on your way to becoming an expert in reading people. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding why reading people is important to how to decode facial expressions and body language. We've delved into the art of reading facial expressions, the subtle cues that reveal a person's inner thoughts and feelings. We've also explored the realm of body language, the unspoken communication that often speaks louder than words. Remember, the ability to read people isn't just about observing their facial expressions or body language, it's about understanding the context, piecing together the puzzle to gain a complete picture. It's about empathy, understanding, and connection. It's about making informed decisions, building better relationships, and navigating social landscapes. Mastering these skills isn't something that happens overnight. It requires keen observation, patience, and most importantly, practice. Just like learning a new language, it takes time to become fluent. So don't get discouraged if you don't get it right away. Keep observing, keep practicing, and you'll gradually see improvements. And remember, the goal isn't to become a human lie detector, it's to understand others better, to connect on a deeper level. So, use these skills with respect and kindness. Because in the end, it's not just about what we understand, but how we use that understanding to enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to receive similar videos like this.